Good morning, Port Discovery friends and fans of play. How are you all doing today? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to Pop-Up Playtime. I'm Miss Cailin, if you haven't met me before, and I'm so excited that you're here. This week at Port Discovery, we are talking about tasty treats. All kinds of tasty treats. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite kind of tasty treat? I really like chocolate. I love chocolate and I love ice cream and I love chocolate ice cream. But there are so many other tasty treats out there. So let me know what your favorite is. And today we are bringing back our favorite game show, Show What You Know. A couple weeks ago, MC Raven was on. He did a really cool version of Show What You Know, talking about different kinds of tools. But today, all of us, are going to take a little trip around the world to discover what kids around the world like to eat. What are their tasty treats that they really like? So remember, tell me what your favorite tasty treat is in the comments, and we're gonna get ready to take a little trip around the world and discover what other kids like to eat. Now, if you weren't watching MC Raven's video, that's okay. I'm gonna explain the rules of our game show, Show What You Know. It's really simple. It's just a matching game. I'm gonna give you 2 rounds, so we're gonna do this 2 times. We're gonna have 3 tasty treats from around the world. I'm gonna show you what they look like, and we're also gonna have 3 countries of where they come from, but they're all gonna be mixed up, and your job is to figure out which one matches with which one. It's just a matching game, okay? So that means we need to look at what tasty treats we're dealing with. Let's start round 1. All right, my friends, our first tasty treat is called a paleta. You see that? It's like a fruit pop, kind of like a popsicle. So we're gonna put this up here so you can all still see the paleta. Hopefully it stays up. There we go. So we have a paleta. Next we have a dried banana. A dried banana drying out in the sun. Let's put that one above the paleta. So instead of a fresh banana, we have a dried banana. And the last one for round 1 is something called pide. This is kind of like a pizza or a flatbread, but it's shaped like a boat. So the dough goes around here, and in the inside we have all these fillings. Sometimes there's egg or tomato sauce or meat. So let's put that one underneath our paleta. All right, my friends, so we have our, sometimes they might not stick up, but we're gonna do our best, right? All right, well, I'm gonna hold on to the pide. So we have our 3 tasty treats. I'm gonna try to get this one to stick. But let's look at our countries, and then you can think about it for a little bit. So our first country that we are gonna think about is a country called Turkey. We have a country called Turkey. Now, Turkey is kind of on the border of Asia and Europe. More in Asia, but it's really close to Europe. So let's put this one up here next to our dried banana. So we have Turkey. It's not just a food, it's a country. And then we have a country called Thailand. Now, Thailand is in Asia, so let's think about that. That country borders both the Indian and the Pacific Oceans. Really special country. Very cool country. Let's stick that up there. And our last country for this round is Mexico. Mexico, that's our neighbor to the south, right underneath the United States. Let's put Mexico up here. All right, my friends, and now it is your turn. It's your job to match the tasty treats to the country. So you can do this on a piece of paper, or you can just think about it and remember it in your head, okay? So let's go over our tasty treats again. We have the dried banana. It dries out in the sun and gets kind of chewy and hard. We have our paleta, or our ice pop, our fruit ice pop, and we have our pide, the kind of pizza. And remember, our countries are Turkey, Thailand, and Mexico. So I'm gonna hold this one up here. So I need you guys to think about where these are gonna go. Where do we think the dried banana is from? Take a minute, think about where you think the dried banana is from. Is it from Turkey? Is it from Thailand? Or is it from Mexico? Think about that. What do you think about paleta? Where is the ice pop from? Which country do you think has the little ice popsicles of fruit? Is it Turkey, Thailand, or Mexico? And what about the pide, our pizza variation? Do we think it's from Turkey, Thailand, or Mexico? All right, friends, you've had a couple minutes to think about it. Let's reveal the answers. But remember, if you don't get these right, don't worry about it. We're having fun and learning new things, right? All right, so at home, can you give me all a drum roll? Let's find out where the dried banana is from. Remember what your guess is. And we're going to reveal that the dried banana is from Thailand. The dried banana is from Thailand. Thailand has lots of tropical fruits, including bananas, and they dry them out sometimes for a snack, and it lasts a little longer. All right, so we have that. If you got a good job, if not, don't worry about it. Just think about your next guesses. Where do we think the paletas are from? We have two options left. Is it Turkey or Mexico? Just think about it. Take your guess. And a drum roll at home, please. The paletas are from Mexico. So you can find paletas in lots of little cafes and stores in Mexico for a nice, refreshing snack. And they're made of fresh fruit and sometimes milk and cinnamon and things like that. So that means we're only left with one option. The pide, this kind of pizza, is from Turkey. All right, my friends, I'm sure you all did a great job, so give yourself a round of applause. That was awesome. We're gonna move on to round 2. So if you're following along on a piece of paper, maybe draw a line, write round 2, do whatever you need to do, think about, reset in your mind. And let's look at our next set of tasty treats. All right, our first one is something called carrot halwa. Carrot halwa. Now this is kind of like a sweetened carrot pudding. It's made with milk and some nuts and spices. All right, so a kind of sweetened carrot pudding. Very good for you, right? And making veggies taste really sweet and yummy. All right, and our next one is batidos. Batidos. This is just a kind of like a fruit smoothie, something you're probably really familiar with. Lots of us have had smoothies before, but they're made from fresh fruit the day of. Super fresh, super delicious, very yummy, sometimes with fruits that we don't usually have here in the United States. So if you ever go to this country, we're gonna find out where, maybe you'll get to try something new. All right, so we have our batidos, our smoothies, and finally we have plantain chips. Plantain chips are a little different than potato chips. So a plantain is super similar to a banana. It's a little bit different. And just like our dried bananas before, these are dried out in the sun or in an oven, but they're sliced into little chips, so you can just eat them like potato chips. All right, so our treats are carrot halwa, the carrot pudding, super yummy, the batidos, or the smoothies, the fruit smoothies, and our plantain chips, our healthy version of chips. Now, let's look at the countries these are coming from, all right? So one option is Costa Rica. Costa Rica is a country in Central America, right underneath Mexico. If you ever go to Costa Rica, they have very interesting old Mayan ruins, archaeological ruins, rainforests, lots of cool stuff. Our second country is India. All right, India. India is in Asia. Very, very culturally diverse, lots of yummy food, lots of things to see, including the Himalayan mountains in the north, where our tallest mountain in the world, Mount Everest, is. Super cool. And our last country for this round is Nigeria. Nigeria is a country in Africa. So Nigeria is in Africa. It's a super interesting country. They speak, I think, over 500 languages are still being spoken. They're really cool, right? And they also make a lot of movies. Just like us and just like India, they have lots of movies. All right, friends, so we have our 3 countries and we have our 3 tasty treats. It's time for you all to think about where you're going to match them, okay? So take a minute, think about it. Let's review. We've got our carrot halwa, which is a carrot pudding, super sweet, super yummy. We have our batidos, or our smoothies, our fresh fruit smoothies. And we have our plantain chips. Here are plantain chips, our healthy chips. And finally, our countries are Costa Rica, India, and Nigeria. All different continents, all over the world. So take your best guess, think about what your guesses are, or write them down. Where do you think the carrot halwa is from? Do we think it's from Costa Rica, India, or Nigeria? So think about that. Where do we think we're gonna find the batidos, the smoothies? Is it Costa Rica, India, or Nigeria? And where do we think we're gonna find our plantain chips? Is it Costa Rica, India, or Nigeria? So take your best guesses, think about it a little more, write it down if you need to. I'm gonna give you 3 seconds. So 3, 2, 1. Let's reveal our answers. So give me a drum roll at home. Let's start with our carrot halwa. Think about it, think about your guess. Carrot halwa is from India. India. So in India, they make this really sweet carrot pudding with nuts and milk and spices, like I said, and it's often eaten at festivals, times of celebration. That's a nice, healthy dessert. All right, my friends, if you didn't get that right, don't worry about it. If you did, excellent job. Let's go to our batidos. Batidos. Now, this is our smoothie. You only have 2 options left. Do you think these are in Costa Rica or Nigeria? Just take your best guess, think about it. Batidos are from Costa Rica! Costa Rica is where you can find batidos. They are apparently in lots of cafes all over the place. So if you ever go there, I think it's going to be pretty easy to find and try something new. And that means our last match is plantain chips and Nigeria. All right, so I'm sure you all did a super great job. Give yourselves a round of applause no matter how many you got right. You tried your best, and that's what counts. I'm so happy that you played with us today. Remember to tell us your favorite tasty treat in the comments below. It can be something that's made of fruits or vegetables. It can be something that's good for you. We're trying to celebrate things that are a little healthier today, but there are lots of tasty treats that from all over the world that we can try out. We hope that you learned something today and that maybe you'll try one of these tasty treats out at home, or if you're traveling someday, but you can make a lot of things at home with the stuff that you have. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining us for Pop-Up Playtime. We're so happy that you were here today. My name is Miss Cailin, and I will see you soon.